first career goal. How does it feel to get it right there, for the win? What are the emotions like?
I mean, emotion kind of took over because usually in goals before when they score, I'm like, okay, let's not get crazy. I'm gonna save energy to go again because it's still a game on. But emotions took over, and the only thing I could think of was like my family and the crowds, and then I just kind of went over because it was the end of the game, a winning goal, and we fought back from 12 goals down. So it was very much an exciting moment, and very much enjoyed that being my first goal against the state.
Yeah, and then going to the goal, just kind of, can you walk me through kind of what happened on that play to allow you to get that off?
I mean, we work a lot on restarts. That's one thing we pride ourselves in, and one thing we spoke about is actually try to make contact on the first ball. If not, then you deal with the second ball. And then I was in a great spot to deal with the second ball, and which led up to getting the goal.
And then lastly, this is Mark Hubbard's first game. Just how do you feel like you acclimated to playing his style of soccer, and did you like it going throughout the game?
I mean, I'm very much in love with the system. He came in the spring, the standard quickly rised up, and then now we have introduction of a good quality of players as well, and we are gelling together. And it's game one, it was not perfect, but we're still a machine that is getting going. And once things start falling into place, once guys start building chemistry, it will look very good. And there were some beats that were very good today. And for example, the second goal was a good playing through the lines and hitting guys underneath and going hard to cross and getting balls in the second. And then we are getting better with time, and preseason was really good for us. And then going forward, we will be very much good. I believe in the guys, and I believe in myself, and we went very hard.
You mentioned your family, sir. You had family here today?
Yeah, I have a host family that I've known quite a for a while.
Oh, okay. Describe your host family if you don't mind, just briefly.
It's the Halls, so it's Eric Hall and Melissa Hall. I mean, it's people that have worked with the academy back home in South Africa. I'm from South Africa. It's called the Bundu Football Academy, and they come to work for a year, and I met them there, and I built a relationship. When I came to NC State, I found out when I committed that they actually stay in North Carolina, and then I built a relationship with them over the time, and they're really great. They're my family basically.
Do you feel like the NC State team itself is sort of a family?
Yeah, I would say definitely. For example, we have a lot of you guys that came in, and if you see us hanging around, the friendship, you couldn't say I just met these two guys 2 weeks ago. We know each other, we have nicknames for each other. It's a lot of fun around the team. It's a lot of good energy.
And then do you feel like that's the type of thing, the acclimation you're getting at NC State with the Halls, with the school, with your teammates, that's going to improve this team and make you a better version of yourself?
Yes, definitely. I mean, NC State has a lot of great resources. One to mention, Patrick, our academic advisor, he makes us work hard. So there's a lot of good people around us that help us, which makes it a lot easier to do our job on the field. So I feel like guys coming in as well, they get acclimated to the culture and the standard, and they're looking for success as well.
I have two more questions, sir. The second and last one, I just want to ask you about when you guys were trailing, and then you scored the goals, and then of course you score late to win. What was the mindset as you're trailing, as you're chasing that third goal? Were you guys confident you'd get the job done?
I mean, to be honest, on the second goal, it was actually my fault. I lost the guy, and he tipped it in the post. And I mean, the mentality for me personally was okay, hey, I messed up. But then what's my reaction afterwards? And that's the thing that we talk about with the guys as well. It's your reaction going forward, and just the positive self-talk that we have as well. And the thing that we have is called IPA, which is basically intense positive adjustment. So it's just that way of just getting back into things, understand that okay, that happened, how can I move on to be better?
And then I want to ask you about your teammate Hakeem. He seemed to be dynamic along the right side. Just talk about his game today. He didn't score, but it seemed like he had a really big impact.
I mean, Hakeem is a very good player. He's very much humble. He's a good, strong forward. He can score goals. I mean, he's a very good player to have in the team because he's humble and he's a good kid as well. So he's one of those guys that I'm close with in the team as well. He's fun to be around, and I mean, he's very strong. So it helps us a lot going forward because he can hold up the ball and all that stuff, which helps us push up in all those things.
What's been your biggest adjustment so far to the new system?
I mean, to the new system, I would say, I don't want to go too much into detail because obviously I don't want to give out too much information.
Sure.
But I would say it's just us being on the same page. It's just us being on the same page. When you're on the same page, it looks really good.
And then what are some of your team goals and individual goals for this year?
Team goals is to obviously, firstly, do our best at every game, win games, and individually, I want to be a very much impactful player to our team.
Appreciate your time.
Appreciate your time.
You mind if you